Okay, hey guys. Right now I'm doing an avast versus avira review. This is not going to be overprotection because we know they're about the same. This is going to be 100% performance based. So first, we're going to go with avast. Sorry, the screen is a tiny bit small. This virtual box is not the best. It's actually a very bad virtual box. Okay, avast free. You need to go avast.com. Home and office. Avast free. So you're going to want to download this. This is completely performance based. So while I download this, I'm going to pause. Okay guys, here we are again. Download's finished. I adjusted the screen settings, made it a bit better, not much. So Avast installation, I'm definitely installing in English. They've got thousands of languages. Don't want to participate just for this installation. No, don't want to install the Google Chrome browser. Fast installation, small installation file, which I really like. 50 megabytes. Real small. Took all of 10 seconds to download. Right now, I'm running on Windows XP, a virtual machine. I've set it to single core, 512 megabytes of RAM. So I'm going to be running it on the low end to really give it a test. Okay. Don't want to register now. There it's saying welcome to Avast. Okay. Here's Avast. We're secured. First thing you always want to do, update. I don't know why they're separate. We're not going to be doing any scans today. Mainly because there's so many videos out there all about here's what we can detect, here's what we can't detect. I want to do a video on performance. So, before I started, with Internet Explorer running, I was running at 100 megabytes of RAM. So Avast seems to be running at about 33 megabytes of RAM, not scanning. Now, if we were to, say, do a quick system scan, we'll see. RAM stays about the same. Processor usage, it jumps automatically. Does a nice quick scan, but that's because there's maybe like 70 megabytes of files on here. Yeah, there's not even a gigabyte of files on this OS. Okay, so some other features I want to show you about is a boot time scan. This is for when you're trying to get rid of something extremely nasty and you want to get rid of it before it shows up. Most antiviruses have boot time scans, but Avast, it's right there, it's easy to get to, it's easy to control. So real-time shields, behavior shield, kind of useful. Network shield, I almost imagine this as like a firewall. When you're downloading files, it prevents you from downloading harmful files. So it's half firewall, half not. IM shield, not used by many people anymore, but helpful. P2P, kind of helpful. Web shield, this is extremely helpful. They have one of the best web shields. Mail shield, very useful for people who are running emails, stuff like that. As you can see, RAM usage is low, processor usage is low. And then file system for like files currently running. They've got their help center. They've got some pretty good help. Registration, it's free. I haven't registered it yet. So here, we're looking at this right now. Windows Task Manager, here it is. One thing I want to do is see how long it takes to restart. So right now it is 8:18. I'm going to pause the video and restart from a full restart. I want to see how long it takes. Okay, hey guys, I'm back. And with 512 megabytes of RAM, it took less than 40 seconds to restart. Maybe because my processor is pretty good, but less than 40 seconds. It's pretty good. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to uninstall avast, install avira, and we're going to do the same tests. Hey guys, so while this is uninstalling, I thought I would give you some background on what we're going through right now. But first, I want to give you some background on my technology experience. That way, you can trust me. I'm working on my A+ certification. I program in several different languages: Python, Java, PHP, JavaScript, etc. Some C++ too. So I do a bit of programming. On my personal computer, I use avast. I have avast, and then Windows Defender and Windows Firewall turned on. I feel that anything that is internal and created by Windows or Microsoft is great. It works. Okay, so avast is uninstalled. So my computer system works great. I don't remember how to spell Vry. It'll correct it for me. Some of you are probably laughing at me. Avira. And I'll just do. Here we go. A-V-I-R-A. Okay. So, I use avast. Personally, I have never used avira. And this tutorial will also be helping me out a bit, because I'll get to see some of the features of avira. Their page is taking a while to load? Yes, I know it is out of date. Can we close this, please? Okay, they want me to install a new web browser. Hold on, I'm gonna pause. Okay, so it's installing. So since I've actually never put avira through its full test, I would appreciate it if some of you below would post comments about avira and tell me what you think of it, because I don't have an opinion on it right now. So, I know that they're about the same, and I know a lot of people like to run them together, because it provides full protection. Neither have built-in spyware on the free versions, as far as I know. So that's why I use Windows Defender. So yeah, just post your comments. I'll download avira. So avira is downloading, and one thing I have heard is that every time there's an update, it shows a pop-up or an ad. Now, I can find this very annoying, but if they have good protection and coverage, it wouldn't really matter to me. Yeah, so it wouldn't really matter to me. So right now, it's downloading. It's about the same size as avast. It looks to be by the installer. After the installer is extracted, we'll take a look at that. Let's look at our base CPU usage right now, and processor usage. Start Task Manager. Okay. Google Chrome's running it higher than I expected. Okay. 3 and 93. Avast with Internet Explorer open. Well, with Internet Explorer open, it runs about 100, and I had that open with avast. So, minus 10. So it looks like avast ran at about 110 with nothing else open. If I close Internet Explorer, next. Express, always. Okay, so it wants me to fill this out. Title. Mr. First name. United. Hey, that works. Yes, they do. B-U-R. Nobody be stalking me, sending me emails. Thanks. So it's installing. Pretty fast installer, it looks like so far. Very nice. CPU usage and RAM still kind of low, even with the installer. Oh, it's picking up there. So installer takes a tiny bit longer in avast, but hey, what does it matter? Finish. Okay, so avira antivirus set up. Now this is my personal machine, but our home machine, I do have avast and avira. And avira seems pretty nice. So it's doing a scan for updates. We're going to let it do that. We're always going to let it update. Well, actually no we're not. Because we're not doing an actual test. Now I do find it's running quite high. Quite high, actually. Let's minimize it. Luke Firewall. I don't know what that is. So, I may not be used to this, but does avira have a built-in firewall? Local protection? Guard? Overview. So I'm just looking through this. Boot scan. One thing I see is I don't see a boot scan right here. I see boot scan, boot record scan. Okay, yeah, there we go. End. So maybe that was what was running so high? Nope, it's still running high. So, avira, you may have let me down. We'll see. 192 process. Let's make sure there's nothing else running. Let's even close this out. Not too bad. It's not like it's gonna make a big difference. So it looks nice. Now I have heard of the pop-ups when you update. So let's do an update right now. Their design, I don't know, it's nice. It's sleek looking. Very easy to read, kind of like avast. Nice. Got some good settings. Okay. Well, let's do an update. See how long this takes. So, a fast update, not always necessarily good. Maybe less virus definitions. So, I'm going to pause it while it does its update. So here it is. Here is the notified advertisement. But all I can say is they're a free antivirus and they have the right to do that. So that's good. It's still updating. We're gonna do a restart. This is still taking way too long, so I'm gonna do a restart and see how long it takes to restart. So it's 8:31 right now. Okay, so it's 8:32 and the CPU usage just dropped off. After the restart, the RAM is running lower, but it's still running almost 3 times as much as avast. But with today's standard machines, it won't make a difference. I've done this old test on a machine that the settings are made to make it feel outdated and slow, to do a test and see how effective they were. So, still good. Um, Performance-wise, I'm going to have to say that they're about the same. RAM usage aside, the CPU restart took about the same time. So I'm going to have to say they're about the same. So to you, it all comes down personally to which one you prefer. Because I do know that their virus protections are about the same also. I'm going to personally stick with avast, but I'm not going to downgrade avira. Avira is great. I would recommend it to anyone. But you gotta stay up to date, because new antiviruses are always coming out. And just because you used avast for 4 months doesn't mean it's the greatest anymore. There could be something better. So always be searching for something bigger and better. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, rate, comment, do whatever you want. I want to hear some good reviews about avira from people that actually use avira. Thanks.